So hello and welcome once again to the channel on this very fine day here in the UK, and it's nice to be back after a nice break abroad. So today's video, as I promised on the last video, is a new drone to the channel. What is it? Well, the Potensic Atom 4K. Let's do a little bit of an unboxing, have a look what's inside and see exactly what it's all about. I don't think we'll be needing those. The instructions, it's pretty straightforward. So let's have a quick look what we got in here. So a very familiar looking drone without saying too much. That's the 4K Atom. It's got a nice little Velcro strap which is elasticated to keep the props in order. What's it all about? Well, from the first glances, I think we can all agree that it definitely looks like a Mini 2 drone. But I'm not going to compare it. I'm not going to pair it with other drones. It's just going to be a straightforward review to see what it's like. It comes with one battery in the standard pack. And what else do we get? Is the controller, of course. As you can see just there. Potensic controller. It's got dual antennas that flip out, and it's got an expanding slot to take your phone or maybe a very small tablet, as you can see just there. So what does it do? Pretty much the same as most mini drones. You get some accessories. Inside there is all the cables for attaching to your phones and tablets. And also you get 2 sets of spare blades. We can show that one. You get a little screwdriver as well with spare screws. We'll try and get that in focus for you. And the necessary charging cable and spare props and other accessory cables along with it as well. So that's the unboxing. So the Potensic Atom is a 4K camera. It has a 4K camera, 4K 30. Let's remove the gimbal cover. I'll try and show you that. And you can see that in this light, but that's very similar design to models that we all know about. It's got stickers all over the drone. It's got a C0 label on the drone just there, as you can see, which means nothing in the UK because we don't recognise those. And very similar process to turning on the drone. As we all know, it's a short press and a long press, and it makes a nice weird sound. So that's the drone itself. So on with the controller, as I've just said, it's got some thumb sticks, which they're stored in the bottom of the controller just there, as you can see. You just pull those out, screw them in like any other controller. We've got a nice little rubber band around them to give you a little bit more control, if you like. And all we need to do is download the app onto your phone, which is the Potensic app, which is this one just here. It's starting up, and insert the cable, and that pops into the controller like so. And then you just plug the cable in, and that's it, away you go. A long press on the controller, that will fire up. Might as well turn the drone on while we're at it. Let me show you how it pairs up. So you have to wait, obviously, for this thing to connect to the app. The controller needs to connect to the app, as it's doing right now. And then you click on enter device. So that's the controller now paired up with the drone and the phone. And as you can see, it's a nice display. We've got a map view, as you can see just there. That shows you where the drone is, and the home point, obviously, when we take off. It's not going to find many satellites as we're in the studio. And then you can then tap on that little icon there. That gives you an attitude indicator, and that shows you where the drone is, which way it's facing, and obviously where the home point is. We've got several menus on the side. You've got the Quickshots, which they obviously won't work until you're actually in flight. You've got photo mode, and you've got also video mode. You've got two buttons. The photo button is this one just here, and the record button for the video is on the other side. So that's the controller. So what does it bring us? It's a 4K camera, as I've just said, 4K 30. It has a PixSync 3, which is the video feed from the controller to the drone, and that gives you up to 6 kilometers in range. It hosts different features to the other mini drones that's available on the market. This one does have Quickshots, and it does have follow me mode tracking for humans. I've not tried the car tracking as yet. I'm not quite sure whether it does that, but I will try it. And also it does waypoints, a very basic waypoint mission that you can do. I'm not quite sure whether you can actually set heights and things like that as you can on other drones, but you can do a basic waypoint, and that's what I'll be doing. I should be going out and doing the waypoints and showing the tracking modes and a couple of the quick shots, and just showing you a bit of the 4K footage that it actually shoots. So let's get straight on with the flight test and see exactly what it's all about. So here we are now in the field with today's little test with the Potensic Atom 4K. That's what today's test is about. So I'm going to get it up, do a bit of a fly around, check out these features, and hopefully bring you some footage.
Connected.
There we go. So drone's now connected. We're just waiting for GPS. You can see that on the screen. We've got the screen recording going anyway. Just waiting for satellites coming in. We've got the map view. That's where we stood. Okay. Now it is heavily menu based. As you can see through the screen recording.
Home point refreshed.
Okay, so the home point's been updated. It's a little bit windy today. It's only about 16 miles an hour. Just take it away so I can talk to you a little bit better. Okay, so as I said, it's very menu based, as you can see. You can set your return to home. You got metric and imperial, all the rest of it. Anyway, let's start recording and have a little bit of a fly around.
The flight distance limit has been reached.
It must be in beginner mode. It's now giving me a tutorial now what to do when it when it returns to home. Okay, right. Let's give it a bit of a fly around. Get a lot of on-screen prompts, as you do with a lot of the drones. A little bit of a lag there. I think we're actually in normal mode at the moment. Let's have a look. Speed settings, there we go. Video mode, so I take it that that was in cine mode. Let's put it in normal mode. That seems to be a bit better now. Let's take it up a little bit. Encountering strong wind, please lower the altitude. Well, it's supposed to be level 5. It's supposed to be a level 5 wind resistant. Nobody can hear that in the microphone, but it's screaming back towards me. Okay, anyway. Well, it certainly flies okay. It seems to be handling it fine. Right, let's spin it round. Let's face towards me. Drop the gimbal down. Seems pretty steady anyway. Right, let's do a let's try a rocket. So it seems to have subject tracking on it as well, because it's got the little plus icons, and you can set your distance.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's see what
Go.
happens. Oh, there we go. Little quick shot. As you know, we get that on the other drones as well. Right. Let's have a look at this one. Visual tracking.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Right, let's see what it does. Is it going to track me? I read somewhere that it only likes to track you from behind. Not quite sure whether I've got this set right, but it seems to be doing something anyway. It seems to be tracking me. Let's turn around and see if it goes the other way. I believe it only does it when we are actually from behind. So it did follow me behind. Yeah, and it is tracking. That's not bad for a cheap little drone. Okay, we'll come out of that. Let's see if we can get the action cam on the drone, showing you in the wind. I think that's handling it quite well actually. Not too bad. Right. What we got left? 54% battery. Fly out a little bit more. Strong wind warnings. It's hardly strong. But at least it's warning you, at least it's giving you some idea of what it's doing up there. Let's spin it round towards me, take a photo. That's just in JPEG mode at the moment. Let's have a look at the camera. Okay, right. Let's get back into video mode. I'm just going to try a return to home.
Returning.
That's pretty high. I'm sure I set it at 38 feet, but there we go, it's gone up to 220 feet.
Limit has been reached.
I'm going to cancel that and just drop him down. That seemed to work fine as well. Return to home. We'll try a hand catch. That works as well. Well, that's not too bad. Let's see if you've just got enough battery just to show you the waypoints.
Home point refreshed.
Okay. So waypoints. All we need to do is tap on the map and click go. That will now fly to the first waypoint, which it is doing. You can alter the height manually, but you can't actually do it. You can alter the height manually. It's coming to 0.2 now, but you can't set it on each waypoint. This is just a very basic waypoint. I'm showing you what it can do, which is not bad for a small, cheap 250 gram drone. So at 0.3, turning for 0.4, and then when it finishes 0.4, what it should do, it should hover. And it is doing. You can see now it's hovering. Now I should just bring it back towards me. Just moves up the field slightly because it was a bit windier further down. So that's your waypoint mission. What you can actually do is you can actually save that as well. There we go, so that waypoint saved. If you come back to the same area, you can recall it back, I believe. So there we go, in a nutshell, bit of a long one today, but the Potensic Atom 4K. That's it in a nutshell, the review. I don't know what you guys out there think of it. Personally, well, it's a fairly good drone actually. It does what it's supposed to do. It's less than 249 grams. In fact, it's 244, I believe. So you could put a couple of strobes on it if you wanted to fly it at night. Extra features, as you saw, it's got the follow me mode, a little bit of tracking. You can track yourself. It only does it from behind, as you saw in the video. But I'm sure as they progress with these drones, I'm sure that they'll make it do other things as well. And then the waypoint's a basic waypoint feature. Obviously that's pretty good for what it does. You can't adjust the height of the drone, but you can adjust it whilst you're flying. So if you wanted to go from point 1 to point 2 and raise the altitude, you could do on its way, and similarly lower it at another point as well. In my opinion, it's a fairly good drone. Great as a backup drone. If you've got the likes of the Mini 2 or the SE or something like that, then this is far more adequate to do the job. And as a beginner, if you're a beginner flyer and you're looking for a mini drone that's got some extra features, then this is the one. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. What do you think about it? Would you buy one? Would you have one as a backup? Would you buy one if you're a beginner? Let me know down in the comments if you do. I will leave a non-affiliate link to this drone down in the description if you want to check it out. They're cheap enough, 270 quid I think they are in this country, and that's for the combo package as well, with the 3 batteries and all the rest of it that comes with it. And that's a point on charging. I just mentioned the charging on the combo pack is that they charge simultaneously, so not like the other drones where they charge in series. This charges in parallel, so all 3 batteries get charged at the same time. So it's worth knowing that. So like I say, if you got something out of the video, don't forget, give us the old thumbs up. And if you're new around here, why don't you consider subscribing, dinging the dong and all the rest of it that goes with it. I'm sure you know me by now, and you might like to watch those couple of videos I've chosen for you, and if you do, I shall see you over there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.